Good to see everybody. June 6th, 2024. I hope everyone had an awesome week. Things have progressed well, haven't they? I hope you saw the thumbnail to this video. If you've ever watched one of our live streams before, you know every single thumbnail matters. We don't play around here. Our thumbnails are not clickbait. Our thumbnails are made the way they are made on purpose. Without further ado, let's get off into it, shall we? Crypto After Dark. And we're live. If you haven't done so, please go hit like. And while you're there, subscribe and hit the notification bell. All right, we're getting closer to 10,200 people, which is pretty dope. We broke 10,000 already. But little by little, we're getting there, piece by piece, bite by bite. Let's not waste a ton of time. Here's the thumbnail. I'm going to drop the camera off so we get all of the chart in there. No camera, just chart. All right, follow the cursor, if you will. All right. 2012 on the left, green lines that are the vertical lines that you see here, 2016, 2020, and 2024. All those green vertical lines, those represent halvings, all right? They're not the exact date because on a weekly chart, I can't pick the exact date, but I can get close, all right? So those green lines are within a few days of halving on each of the cycles, okay? There are a few similarities that we notice across them. Let's dive into those similarities. Starting with 2012. Over here on the left, we see shortly after halving, it was only a few weeks after halving, we pushed up from the 618.71 Fibonacci level. And I know this is small and tiny. I'm doing the best I can with it because I've got 4 separate charts on the screen all at once. And I realize that may cause a problem for some of you folks. Sorry. All right, right here, 618.71 level. That's also known as the golden pocket. Okay. From the golden pocket, shot straight through Sniper's Alley, straight through all-time high, right up into our Fibonacci extension lines. All right, 2016, similarly, halving in the golden pocket, through Sniper's Alley, through all-time high, a little bit more rough through here, wasn't quite as easy, straight up to our Fibonacci extension lines. And then from there, blew the top off. We'll talk about that in a minute. 2020, same story. Halving, golden pocket, you can see right there is our 618.71 level. See it right there? Through Sniper's Alley, through the golden pocket, all of it through all-time high, right up to our Fibonacci extensions, and we stop short here. And we'll go into that in a minute. But here we are now, okay? Actually breached all-time high temporarily before halving for the first time ever, all right? Shortly after breaching halving, now we're pushing all-time high again, and that's the second time within 3 months, which is pretty dope. On top of that, our Fibonacci extensions are not that far away. You see I have a lock emoji put right here. And if you see the price bar on the right as my cursor is moving, you can see the prices here. I have 100 to 105, 130 to 135, and 170 to 175 as Fibonacci extension levels coming up. Now, we're going to go back and look at a couple of these in separate form so that we can see both of them. But first, let me say hey to everybody, dude. All right, I got you on the screen this time because I finally got my damn software to match up. It uses more memory, but whatever, dude. Charts can't lie. Good to see you, Golden Tall Man. Cousin Jeremy. Other Rob. Crew Chief, good to see you. Zach, what's up, Mr. Rug, bro? Red Stuff, good to see you. Carmine Glitch says, let's go, everything is flying. Let's go, bro. Phonetic Duck, what's up? Andy Colo, how are you? Farood, what's up? Lunatic Prophet, Miss Judy, how are you? Allison, how are you, Miss Allie? Christian, Big Fish, Ron Poteet, Cheryl, good to see you. Big Dex, Jay Gross, what's up, my guy? Out there in Berserkly. Jeremy Monroe, here to all that Mr. Clean is laying down. Thank you, sir. I finally gave up, buzzed it all the way down. Bro, you sometimes when it's in a downtrend, you just got to cut bait. What's up, Kevin Luce? Good to see you, bro. Raging Beagle, what's up, Mark? Nick, what's up, Nick Arellano? So, let's go back for a moment to 2020 here. I'm going to pull up a little bit cleaner chart. I'll use the index, and I've got on this a lot of drawings done that aren't necessarily important, but what I want you to see is basically waypoints that are color-coded, all right? If we go back a little bit to our 2016 run, which everyone kind of thought we would have, we ended up not having. By the way, 51 people on, 21 likes, y'all. Go hit like, man. It's free. It don't cost nothing to hit like. The more likes we get, the more people see this, the more people catch on, the more people we help. All right. We're here about helping people, making as much money as we can. All right. So after having kind of got up to our all-time high, played around with it just a little bit, kind of like we are now. It just seems like we're several months ahead on chart-wise, not cycle-wise, but several months ahead chart-wise of where we were even back in 2016, which gives me hope that we may have a 2012-like move, but I don't want to get ahead of myself, all right? You can see our halving lines. Our halfway from halving to the top is in purple, okay? Last low is the last little drop before we have our top in, and then our top comes in red, all right? So you can see green, purple, white, red, right? Same thing here, 2020. Green is our halving. Purple is halfway between halving and the top. White line is our last low, right? And then our red is our top. You can kind of see the same thing happening now, which is why I'm able to mark off some of the levels that I see happening already. We can base it on Fibonacci retracement. Halving, and then halfway, and then our last low, and then our top. It looks like halfway is going to come in at the end of the year. Now, if you look back at previous halfways, you see that was almost a top formation back in 2021. And then 2022, or sorry, all the 2021 was kind of a lull. And back here in 2016, you had this halfway point, but that was only the beginning. After that, it really took off, right? Even in 2012, similar stature. You had a little bit of a top formation come in around halfway. Then you had your last low. It was a little bit off timing, not exactly right, close, but not perfect. And then you had your top come in, right? So I want you to see that there's a certain pattern that goes along with those. All right, cool. Now, here's where it gets interesting. And you saw this picture where I had these Fibonacci retracements, and you can see it go all the way up to the 2.272, which is crazy. That's a crazy high number, all right? That happened in 2012. It happened in 2016, which I think is a little more indicative to what we may get. I'm hopeful for 2012. I kind of expect more along the lines of 2016, all right? 2016, you see that around halfway at the end of the year this year, that's where it was touching all-time high, kind of playing around like it was ready to go. Then she really broke out and went. We're already at this point, and it's only June. Sound cool? Sounds super cool to me, dude. I'm super excited about this crap. This like next level excitement level hitting me here. We bounced up around our Fibonacci extensions very rapidly. Once that year was over and we started the next year, which would be 2025 coming up, it got really, really rapid and really, really exponential, all the way up to the 2.272 fib. All right. If we do a 2.272 fib as we did in 2012, as we did in 2016, we did not do in 2020. If we do a 2.272 Fibonacci extension, y'all ready for this number, folks? It's pretty scary. Let's see what y'all are saying first, because these numbers are crazy as hell, bro. All right. So he said, look, Rug said, right down to the wood. You're stupid, bro. In the South, we say right down to the white meat. Big Dex, good to see you. Nick Carolino. Scott Doyle, good to see you, Scott. Sir Sigma, what's up? Papa Nick Fresh. Your bald head has hurt my soul. Bro, this thing was on a retrace in a minute. All right, so it had to go. The beard's still there, though, homie. I'm going to grow the beard out after I get back from Mexico. We go to Mexico in July. All right, then I'll start growing the beard out, and we'll probably keep it to the end of the year. Fritz, what's up, bro? Regin Beagle. O'Leary, how you doing? I like everyone to come on here and talk. None of you be afraid to come on here and speak. We spread good vibes here, and we keep it all amongst the family. We want everyone to be recognized, okay? I'm not your typical, if you've never watched before, this is your first time seeing a live stream, I'm not your typical influencer. I ain't gonna give you bull crap. I don't have time for it. I'm a grown man. I'm not no degen. This is my life. This is my whole life's work here, all piled up into one amount. All of my money is here. I don't have a retirement. I am my retirement. That is all real. I can't be more any real with you. All right. It's all out here. Everyone in the Discord, if you want to try joining, wap.com/team786. I only have a couple spots left because some people left. That's it. If you want to come check it out, I do this nonstop, 24/7, 365. I'm here to help everyone and talk to everyone. If we get to a 2.272 Fibonacci extension. The numbers are wild here. That's $467,000 per BTC. Do you hear me? That's insanity. Insanity. At the same time, it's already happened multiple times before. You're asking yourself, what would the market cap be if it got that high? That's stupid, dude. That's stupid. And I would agree. It's insane, the amount of money we're talking about here. So let's pull up the Bitcoin market cap. Total market cap, if it had gone all the way to the 2.272 fib, that is $8.6 trillion just in Bitcoin. Just in Bitcoin. And I'll have you note that this lines up with Bitcoin dominance if total market cap goes to a certain point. So I want you to remember 8.6 trillion, okay? Let's go look at total market cap. All right, I got Fibonacci extensions and time zones on this joker. So we get the double Dutch. Blow off top, I've got it labeled right here. You can clearly see that. Same levels, 2.272 will be $18.2 trillion. Isn't that wild? That's wild to me. Now, if you do the quick math, 8 into 18 is roughly 40 to 45% of the total market cap. All right? Pull up the calculator real fast. So we got 18.24. 0.24 divided by, I know I need to do multiply. Sorry. I'm an idiot. Y'all guys are going to see this live. So 8.6 divided by 18.2. 47 and some change percent of all crypto would be in Bitcoin. 47% of all money in crypto would be in just Bitcoin. Does that make logical sense? Well, we have a Bitcoin dominance chart to help us out with that. All right. Currently, Bitcoin dominance is 54%. 54% of the entire market only in Bitcoin. Now, the key to this is typically after a couple months here, Bitcoin dominance starts to fall once it has its bit of a run. All right, here is 2016 at halving, got to the end of the year, kind of started to slow down. End of the year, bam, off she went. Money flowed into altcoins. Same situation, 2020. We had a run up, halving, had a little bit of a pullback toward the end of the year. Snap your fingers, bam, Bitcoin dominance off the cliff. But where did it stop? 39%. The bottom of Bitcoin was 39%. Remember, if we did a blow off top and total market cap hit $18.7 trillion, then for Bitcoin to have its blow off top and for it to hit 46%, 47%, Bitcoin dominance would come in around $8.6 trillion. That 46% sits right near this support line right here in white. Now I've got Fibonacci retracement drawn on this and it's almost over. It's almost done. All right. It'll be done soon. And once it's done and this yellow line breaks, which hasn't broken yet, it's very close to breaking, but it hasn't broken yet. Once this breaks, that should be all she wrote. Again, I think it'll probably be closer toward the end of the year when we get this really big push down on Bitcoin. But as you see, 46% is only right through here. Okay, that's it. That's all she wrote. I can draw a box down here for you, and I'll leave this box here. Right there. 47 to 46% is that blue box. Top of it would be the white line. All right. At 50% dominance, right, we can do 50%, but that would be 9 point something trillion, right? You can do the math on that. 9.45, something like that, would be about what the Bitcoin dominance would be if it was a blow off top. The reason I show you all this isn't to get everyone hyped up, okay? Let's lock that in first. It's not to get everyone hyped up. I'm only giving you the mathematical numbers here, okay? Do I think a blow off top will happen? I don't hold out my hopes for that. And the reason is you're asking for the perfect scenario, okay? very rarely on earth do things come out perfectly, right? Usually things are a little bit messy, a little bit trying, a little bit difficult. It seems a little bit too easy for me right now. And when things are a little bit too easy, people tend to get burned. I think that may continue here, though, through the summer, right? We kind of noticed before that summers after halving or tend to be pretty good. We have elections coming up in the off season after the summer, in the fall. Things are going to get wild. I think you guys can keep up with politics, even if you don't want to lately, because we had a former president just get tried for 34 felonies. All right. So things are going to get wild here in November, as well as December when the end of the year comes up. Just like I just showed you, typically Bitcoin dominance falls off in the start of the new year, and that tends to be when your actual alt season starts. All right. That's where the big multiplication numbers come from. But same time, if Bitcoin has $8 trillion in it and it goes to $460,000, and you do the math, folks, it's 70,000 into 47. That's about 6x. That's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. And 6x on my money would make me very, very wealthy. All right. I think we can do better. That's why I've already bought some altcoins, because I think some of them may be at the bottom. Nonetheless, we see that Bitcoin, if it had a perfect scenario, that's what it would do. Now let's go away from that perfect scenario and say it isn't so perfect, and it only does a 1.618, right? I think that math, to me, probably makes more sense. So let's look at it. All right, so 1.618, as I said earlier, 100 to 105, 130 to 135, and 170 to 175 make mathematical sense to me, because those Fibonacci extensions have always been hit after halving. All right, it's almost a lock. I put the little lock emoji up there on purpose. You can see it right up here, little lock emoji. All right, I think that's going to happen, and I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later. All right. Now, what would the market cap be at $175,000 per Bitcoin? Good question. Let's have a look-see. All right. There you go. If we only went to 1.618, that's 3.2 trillion. That's still amazing, yeah? Right now we're at 1.3. You can do the math. 3.2. That's about 2.5x. It's pretty good. Not bad. What would the total market cap be? I'm going to sneeze. 5.4. Ooh, yeah. That's about 50%. You can do the math on that. A little bit more than 50%, right? All right. Let's pull up the calculator. 3.2 divided by 7.2. 42.6%. Did that make sense compared to what we had before? If we look at Bitcoin dominance, let's look again. 42.6 would be just below this blue box. And if I did a Fibonacci retracement on this, which is where it gets really freaky, if I did a Fibonacci retracement on that, 42% is right around the 786 level down here, way down at the bottom. That would be a more expected level, in my opinion, if we hit 1.618 and we only had total market cap go to about 7 trillion. All right. Either one of these scenarios are pliable to me. They can be moved around just a little bit. One of the two is going to happen. All right. Which one? I'll leave that up for y'all to debate in the comments. I don't really know. I don't have a crystal ball. All I can do is look at this and give you a objective truth. We have an uptrend on Bitcoin dominance so far. It's not alt season. Till that breaks and gives up, which isn't happening until probably the end of the year or close to the end of the year, then we're likely to continue to have the same thing where alts just get really punched in the face every time Bitcoin feels like it. This also means that Bitcoin dominance is going to kind of lead the way for us in the future to know when to switch over. It's getting close to time to start looking at XXX/BTC charts instead of just USDT charts. I just don't know if we're there yet. All right. It's probably going to get to the point where we can swap from altcoins to Bitcoin and Bitcoins to altcoin, back and forth and back and forth. I think that starts happening towards the end of the year, but not yet. All right. I hope that makes sense for everyone. It's about the easiest and smoothest way I can give it to you. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. By the way, I'm going to do more talking, and I don't really care if people don't like it. I'll put it this way. I consider y'all my family. If y'all are here watching, you're here to win. If you're not here watching, I don't care. You're going to lose. You might not lose right now, and you might get lucky in the future, but when the time comes to hit the brakes, we're done here, folks. I've said this before. When the time comes and the top comes in, I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to say, I sold everything, y'all. I'm washing my hands. I'm taking a step back, and I'm heading to Mexico for a good long vacation, and I'm inviting everybody with me, all right? First, we'll probably do Miami, but we're thinking about where to go later. All right. Eric Denim Logic, good to see you. All right, who else we got on here? Soto, what's up? Drill, he said, what's up? Shout out from Wales. Good to see you, brother. Not England or Scotland, but Wales. I know them three. I'm not a total idiot. Nomad Hitch is in the chat. What's good? My guy, Stifler. My guy, Stifler. Glad to see you back, brother. It's time to lock in, make money. Has the saying bros before hoes ever been more realistic than right now? Or right now is the time, by God. Good to see you, brother. Cody Kent's a little late, but never too late to learn something with the real and fresh Keith. Thank you, brother. I'm glad to have you here, too. Ibajo, what's up? Good to see you. Take advantage of something free. Hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Good lookout. So that's my Bitcoin look. Let's look at Ethereum. Do the same math that we just did for Bitcoin, only with Ethereum, shall we? I think we should. How about we pull up that Ethereum chart? Here is Ethereum market cap. Market cap. If we did the same thing as Bitcoin, same Fibonacci extensions as Bitcoin, just following in the footsteps, essentially. All right. If we just did a 1.618, that's 1.7 trillion. All right. We already know that 7.2 is the total market cap at this level. So let's do the math. So 1.73 divided by 7.2 trillion. That's about 24% dominance. Would that make sense for Ethereum to hit 24% dominance to go to this level if we did a 1.618? Let's go look at Ethereum dominance, shall we? ETH.D. My keyboard is starting to tear up, dude. It's been 2.5 years. Old keyboards finally give out on me. She's starting to lose some juice on some of these keys, man. I'm skipping this ad. I don't even care, bro. I'll run my own ad. So 25% Ethereum dominance is only up here. It's only up here. Let me pull this off because I got this fib in the other direction. And this looks a little different. I know it looks a little different. I've got different waypoints lined up for Ethereum here too. 19, 20, 21. November 21 here. And let's pull a fib down. Let's pull to the end of 2025 because that's likely when the bull market ends. All right. So if it got to the 1.272, that's 25% dominance. 1.618 is all up here at 30% dominance. Well, what number would get us to 30%? That's a good question. Let's go back to our Ethereum chart and look at that. Market cap. What if we got to 3.3 trillion? Well, that's more around 40%. That's getting closer to 40%, right? Let's do the math. It's 3.3 trillion up to the 2 fib on Ethereum. So 3.3 divided by 7.2, that gives us roughly 45% dominance. Would that make sense? Back to Ethereum dominance. 45% dominance is way up here. So I'm a little fluttered on exactly what Ethereum's going to do. Here we go. I'm not sure on this one. It'll probably follow Bitcoin's lead. Once we get up to these crazy extensions up here, I'm going to start taking profits like a madman myself. I'm not exactly sure when this stops, but the timing of this will be key. I'll try to time this out just right. I think it's by the end of the year, 2025. So once we approach that level, I can kind of look at that and go, okay, no, this doesn't make sense. Or, okay, yes, this does make sense. And we can kind of adapt on the fly. I'm hoping this just rides Bitcoin's coattails into the future on the count of ETFs are the only ones are Bitcoin and Ethereum. And sure, there may be an XRP one later. There may be a Solana one later. They don't exist yet, so let's not do this dance. All right. Once they do that, then we can talk about it. But obviously the price will be up before that happens. Speaking on XRP, let's have a look. So, real quick, that's Bitstamp. Oh, by the way, did y'all see the news that Robinhood bought Bitstamp? They straight up bought them. What it must be like to be a gangster and just be able to buy someone for billions of dollars. I'll never know. Maybe. Roaring Kitty's a billionaire, so maybe I can be a billionaire. And before you say that's not possible, remember where he started, remember where he got to, and remember where he finished, okay? You don't start from the bottom and finish behind that, all right? You take steps forward, and it might not be as fast as you want to, but you take a step forward, and eventually you get to the finish line, all right? Hard work pays off. And before you all say he got lucky, and all this, no, he didn't. He didn't get lucky. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he did a very good job at it. All right. So is it a bit degenerate to put all your money in one thing? That I'll say yes, it is. And you'll never see me do that. Is it a bit silly to push it that far? Probably. You'll never see me do that. But that doesn't mean I won't take chances here and there. Okay. So off to our XRP chart here. So I always record XRP ones. We're still in our buy zone box here. The reason I made this the buy zone box, I've shown this before. It's the same buy zone box that we had in 2020. It's no different at all. Shortly after halving. It's the same in 2016. I'm not going to show you. It's there. I could show you, but it doesn't matter. It's the same area. What kind of criteria here do we need to be a go signal? Same as before. Our basic 50, basic 200 moving averages, we're still under those, battling back and forth, but still under. See that? Close? Not quite. It should be over by the end of the week, next week, I think. We need to get over this box next. That's roughly 60 cents, 58 to 60. That's going to play a little bit of hardball to get over that, but I do think it'll eventually go. We had this happen last bull market where XRP went very slowly. We called it XRP stablecoin right about this time. It wasn't long after this where we formed our own group, our own separate group, right? Because we were laughed at and made fun of for doing TA. Telling people the truth is frowned upon. Well, guess what? You're never going to get here. You're never going to get the BS. You're never going to get a lie. You're going to get my harsh truth. Now, my opinion may be wrong sometimes, but that doesn't mean I'm lying to you. I'm trying my best to tell you the dead honest truth that I can about all this stuff, okay? It's not me playing games. Just want us all to make as much money as we can. And I know you all think, oh, you're just saying that for people to watch. Bro, don't watch then. It's fine. You don't have to watch. Go watch someone else. You're going to get different stuff, and you're going to get hopium numbers, and you're not going to get what you think you're going to get, and you'll come back later and watch, but you won't ever admit that you're watching. Or just man up and maybe take in the possibility that the charts might be right. I know that's a hard concept, but the charts might be right, okay? Over the 50 would be better. We're not there yet. We're close. Over the 200 would be great. We're not there yet. We're close. They're going to ball up and bunch up. These moving averages are still way too far apart. They need a little bit more time. Expected this from old Ripple coin. Nothing you can do about it. We could have a Naga Bow breakdown moment and start fussing about everything and go viral. Bro, I don't care to do all that. Grow up. We're grown men here, dude. We don't got to whine like little babies if it don't go our way. Still looking for 60, then 75 cents. You see my target box up here. I think that happens by the end of the year or better. One step at a time. I'm hoping by at least summer. Okay? Fingers crossed. I can't make it happen. I'm just going with what I got. Okay? Okay. What's the comments say? And I got some good old American brew tonight because you guys were giving me such a hard time about Bud Light. I went and got Bud Reds. Right? I let y'all peer pressure me into not drinking Bud Light anymore. Why would you do that, Keith? Well, it was on sale. They were $2 off. I get 24 of them for $15 or something like that. It was on sale, bro. So whatever. Cheers, everyone. Shout out to y'all. We don't make these live streams happen without people coming and watching and hang out. This point, 2020, we had 4 to 5 people watching each time. Now, hanging out at 11 p.m., 11:30, 66 people hanging out. How cool is that, dude? We've come a long way, all right? How much farther are we going to go? Bro, I don't know. One step at a time. One step at a time. But let's have a drink. Cheers, everybody. That's pretty good. All right. Scott said roaring kitty of crypto. Bro, that's pretty cool. Share that around a little bit and get that started on Twitter. That'll piss some people off. O'Leary, what's up? Frumpo, good to see you, bro. Baylor 2 times. Can you give Chuck Liddell a haircut for the sold everything stream? Bro, 100%. Look, here's what we'll do. When I sell everything at the top and I've made my mark, made my money, I want you to bring some barber stuff with you to wherever we go and cut my hair however the hell you want to on live stream. I won't even care, bro, because I'll have so much money at that point. Whatever, dude. Y'all don't know Nick's a barber. And the goatee. Yeah, whatever. Like, thank you, Nick. Likes are free tonight. Definitely need to sell because there's no way they won't let us hodlers make bank as we try to ride this so-called 400K. Yeah, again, I don't know that happens. I'm just putting it out there. What would that put ETH price at? At the 2.272 fib? Let's go look. Way up there, like an insane number. An insane number. Which makes me think it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be realistic and not give y'all the hopium train. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to see hopium. I don't think anybody really wants to see hopium. If Ethereum gets to the 1.618, that's 13,005. That's big money already. I think we would agree. The price is 3,000. That's crazy. Okay. How about we put the 2 fib and the 272 up there and get silly with this? How about $25,000 to $40,000 per Ethereum? How's that sound? That's crazy, yeah? I kind of agree. However, what if it happens? I got to leave the possibility open until we get there, right? Once we're out of time and we get toward the end of 2025, wherever we land is wherever we land. And if we don't get there, we don't get there. And I'm cool with it. I'll stop it and walk away. Learned that lesson last time. When it's over and the lights start to go out, it's time to go. Is what it is. Did you put all your money into one thing? Absolutely not. What's up, Decan? Good to see you, Diego. Jeremy said piss water. You guys suck, dude. He said this is the crew. Thank you, bro. We are the crew, dude. Cheers, bro. We used to stream like this for 3 hours. Yeah, Nick remembers. That was back when Nick hung out with us on Zooms and stuff after. Now he goes to bed at like 9:30 every night, so he don't hang out with us like he used to. Sorry, fat thumbs. Keep hitting enter. It's fine. I got a luscious V of hair from my chest to my pubes down to my man front. You're stupid, dude. That's some step brothers. Cryptos 11. Good to see you. I made it. Shock horror. What happened to your hair, Keith? It's gone, bro. The dust in my MetaMask to be worth thousands. That's pretty good. Crypto market cap, if ETH hits up there, will be 18 trillion. That's the number. Crazy, yeah. Don't even ask me about those XRP numbers. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. I don't know. You're asking for trouble. If you start doing that, you're asking for trouble. So let's do GameStop. All right. Let's talk some numbers here real quick, if we can. So let me pull this up nice and evenly. All right. So here's GameStop on the daily. No indicators, just a couple easy trend lines drawn here. We had a CME gap. It didn't close it. It came close, but it didn't. And that's not the end of the world. CME gaps happen sometimes. It's part of the game. Don't so much mind that. I was more so waiting to see this breakout, and boy, did it ever. It came out today that Roaring Kitty has, at this point, if it stops right now, because post-market, I believe it hit $66, which is way up here. That's where it is. Let me just make a box. Right there. $66. That's where we went post-market when the market closed, essentially back to that high it made a couple weeks ago. At this point, he's got almost $1 billion worth of either shares or options for shares. I think I saw the number that said that was like 19 million shares, which is insane. Roughly 5.5 or 6% of the entire market cap of GameStop he owns. What's really wild is, I believe, I may be wrong about this, but I believe at 5%, he gets an opportunity to be getting a seat on the board if he buys shares and not just takes the money. It may be not that case. It might be more than that, but he's getting up there to a level where he could potentially sit on the board as a major shareholder. You understand? Like, he owns most of the company at that point. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, it's not most of the company, but he owns so much more than everyone else that he's a quote unquote whale. To put it in crypto terms for you guys, everybody in crypto who thinks they're a whale because you have a lot of one coin, that's a board seat on a publicly traded company. Think of it that way, okay? You're holding so much of that coin that you make the rules for that coin as well, which is what governance is. Now you guys are starting to understand how they kind of set up crypto to be similar to the stock market, and this is the only way it works, right? Interestingly enough, since we've broken out of this wedge, we can pull some fibs on this, kind of take it down lower, and we can see that it's possible. I know this sounds crazy. It's possible that we get to 93, 112, or 146 by the summer. That's log mode. I'll flip it to linear. Linear is a little easier to look at. 78, 85, 100. And blow off top levels would be up here around 126. In linear, it's more of a end of the year proposition. In log mode, it's more of an end of the summer proposition. Either way, a little bit of madness, yeah? Would you all agree? It's a little bit of madness. I think it's a little bit of madness. I'm super happy for the dude. I'm not a degenerate. I love seeing people get paid. And for anybody to make it out of any bad situation or situation where they were struggling or they were stuck in a rut and they got out of it, I'm super game for everyone to do that, all right? Anyone else who makes money on this, I'm super happy for you. However, I'm going to warn everyone, you are not that guy. You are everyone else in that situation. So it's imperative that you make some money too. If you didn't take profits before, by God, your chance is coming to get profits. And I'm not saying sell it all. I'm not saying sell 90%. Sell whatever you think you should, not financial advice. Do your own research and all that stupid jargon that everyone says every time. I just want to see everyone make some money, okay? I want to see everyone get paid and not be wishing they got paid. I want you actually getting paid. Cool? Cool. Back to the comments and have another drink. Shout out. Let's see. Look, Jeremy Rose said, gets worn out on that e-bike, talking about Nick because he rides an e-bike. That's perfect. Can you hang out with me on Zooms for $7 a month? At 41K, it would cost 38K in gas to swap to USDT. Yeah, Mark, stupid dude. That's pretty good. Jeremy's stupid. Luscious man grows. Zach, stupid dude. Manfro. Jesus, you're stupid. It's actually GME Gap, Keith. You're stupid. That's pretty funny. At 5%, he has to file paperwork to sell. Thank you, Mark. Baylor 2 times. FYI, better get that WAP link and join Discord. Yeah, Baylor 2 times. Cancel whatever you just did. That doesn't get you anything. It's just a YouTube thing, but I do appreciate it. And if you need me to, I can give you a refund. WAP.com/team786. That's the real link that gets you over to access in the Discord and gets you full access to all of us all the time, 24/7. All right. We have Zooms after this. We do multiple live streams every week over in the Discord. Talk to each other nonstop. We share charts. We share advice. We share information. We share our portfolios. We're all a little family. All right. And it's going to be that way to the end here. I got my people and I got my people. That's it. If it ain't anybody else coming in, well, that's on them, dude. You're going to see things get crazy next year. It's going to be fun this year. It's already a little crazy. Next year, oh my God. Watch the insanity ensue. Next year is going to be a madhouse, dude. A madhouse. I'm a little excited and a little nervous, not going to lie. All right, we haven't spoke about, oh, I saw one more comment pop up. My fault. I'm already in, oh, my fault. Damn, what is this stupid shit popping up? Oh, thank you, Baylor. Well, that's dope, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Drink for Baylor, dude. Let's go. 2 times. Let's knock the rest of this beer back. Cheers. All right. We haven't talked about BNB very much on here, and boy, should we have. Everyone sort of wrote CZ off when the federal government went after him. But boy, should I have left this alone. I sold this once all that happened, thinking, man, I'm walking into a hornet's nest here and I should probably stop. You can clearly see my bylines down here. What an idiot, dude. I'm the kind of person that ain't going to bullcrap you guys and tell you the straight up truth. You can see my bylines right there. That purple line was my average price. 218. Current price, 705. That's what you get for worrying about things that are out of your control. Shortly after I sold this, which was on November 25th, December is when it really took off. There you go. I failed just like all of you do, okay? Here's the difference. When I fail, I don't cry and whine about it and blame everyone else. I'm going to man up and take it on the chin and deal with it and move on. I missed on this one. Whoopity-doo. I put my money somewhere else and it's fine. That's the way this goes. You don't have to like the way the market treats you, but understand the market doesn't care. It's going to keep doing what it does all the time. You can either get with it or you get left behind. And I don't want that to be the case. So the next time you miss on something or you make a mistake, own it on your own. Don't blame anybody else. Don't blame the news. Don't blame people on Twitter. It's your fault. All right? If you can make those kind of conditions in your head start to stick, hey, this was my fault. I screwed this up. I can do better. Let me fix what I did. What did I do wrong? Let me fix it. All right? If you can do that, forget trading. You'll do great on charts. You'll do great with investments, but you'll be even better in life. All right? Learn to say you're wrong. Learn to say you screwed up and learn to move on and get over it. It's not easy, dude. It's one of those traits as men that we have a hard time learning until we get around other people that are like us that will check us and say, hey, man, you're wrong. Let me show you why you're wrong. All right? And for the ladies that are in here, I appreciate you ladies that are on here or in here. It's a little different for y'all than it is for men. You guys have it even harder because you're emotional beings to begin with. So just holler at us if you need help. I'm here to help you, all right? Oops, there was an inverse head and shoulder there as well. Absolutely, Jeremy Monroe. You can see that. Gosh, dude. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Look at this. Man alive, dude. What an idiot. Shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline. You could even make that a neckline, bro. I don't know. Whatever, dude. Off she went. See ya. Jesus Christ, dude. What an idiot. That's all good, though. I caught almost all the other ones, so it's fine. This is a situation where a solid upper market cap made you 250%. I think I put my money in other stuff, and it did well as well, so I can't really whine about it too much. I guess we could say par for the course. You're not always going to hit home runs, bro. Deal with it. Is what it is. What other comments you guys got? If you haven't ever came on here and said hey before, jump on the stream and say hey. 77 people on here. Only a few of you guys are talking, so just say hey. Shout out. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're talking from, where you're watching from, whatever, and we'll shout you back out. We talk to everybody on live streams here, unless you're a spammer. Do you guys remember last live stream when all the porn bots would jump in, dude? And it would be like, for a good time, blah, blah, blah. And it'd be like in Russian or whatever. I hope we get back to that level again. That was fun, dude. Was there any divergence on that bottom? Scott, let me see. Yes, there was. No, it was convergence. Bullish convergence. All bullish there. Should just left it alone. Show me all the other influencers who'll get on here and tell you what they screwed up. Do that for me, all right? Could you please give your opinion on AVAX and Casper? Shout out from Malaysia, bro. How cool is that, Ruben? Sure, we'll look at it, dude. Good to see you. Good for you to talking. Thank you for talking. I appreciate that. AVAX first. I got a very large position in AVAX. Happy to tell everyone that. Why? Because I don't hide stuff from y'all. I'm not that influencer. Y'all know this. All right, AVAX. Sweet. So, currently hanging out and playing around with the 50 fib here on the weekly. You see that? Right here's the 50 fib, 35 bones. I'd like for it to close above 35 by the end of the week here. It's getting close to it, right? Above 35 by the end of the week. You also have, let me draw a trend line here. I was going to talk about AVAX anyway, so I'm glad you brought this up. You have a bit of a wedge here, and it's kind of boiling, taking its sweet, ever-loving time to break. We're getting there. It's about to break. It just hasn't quite done it yet. Even the Ichimoku cloud is flat right here, so even through the summer, if it wants to take a little longer and go sideways, still above the cloud, still support there, okay? Typically, when something's sitting on top of the cloud, it stays over top of the cloud. Weekly moving averages, we're still over the 200, over the 50. I believe we're probably playing around with the other ones. There's the 100, and I don't have a 200 moving average on this one yet, but I do believe we're over it as well. Upper targets for the rest of the year and or summer. That would be, if we just get an average rest of the year, 60 back to where we were before. If we have an above average rest of the year, 80 to 100 makes sense by the end of the year or by the end of the summer. I don't know which one yet. Like I said, I can't really pace the market and tell you candle for candle, but we can get close. So that's how I see AVAX for the rest of the year. Casper is going to be a little different. It's a little farther ahead. There it is. All right. So if I pull fib time zones on this one, you're above all the moving averages. You got a golden cross coming, right? Cool. Fib time zones on this one show me that I got till roughly October for the move to happen, and then maybe the end of November as well. I'm not sure yet because these two lines over here are kind of confusing to me. I'm not sure which one's which just yet. This may be our top, and then this may be our rebuy until we get to the end of the year. This may be our bottom, and this may be our top. I'm not sure yet of the order of that. I got to wait it out and see. Casper's way farther ahead than most, trying to breach all-time high once again. It tickled it the other day. I've got a position in this. You can see I don't have much in it because it's so far out down the way already. I am aware that more coins are going to be coming out on Casper and all this other. I don't care. I don't love any of these hoes. I'm just here to get money from them. Sorry about the ad, by the way. You guys are in the chat. Sorry about the ad. High time frame. What's up, Cheese? Good to see you, bro. Overnight. Good to see you, my guy Dallas. Good to see you out in Dallas. We got several members from Texas, dude. Good to see you. We're searching for gripey women using the shotgun. You're a stupid dude. Appreciate all the info. Eastern Washington, Tori. Good to see you, bro. Eastern Washington, U.S. East Coast or West Coast? Which Washington? Excuse me. W formations on the daily, high or low, with a high or low. Ooh, got you, Cheese. We'll be looking for those. You see what he's saying? W formations on a daily chart where the candles look like a W, and it's making a higher low, not a lower high, but a higher low. We'll be looking for those. Appreciate that explanation there, Cheese. Short and sweet does it for me. Having to read a lot, I'm a pretty big idiot, dude. So I have a hard time reading a lot of stuff. If you want a couple of outliers here, which ones could we pick? I'll tell you what. Let's talk about this crappy coin here idea. So the green lines are my buy lines. This thing did a 180 on me and went the wrong way. However, this thing has a ton of gains in it. It's sitting on the trend line. It's not a great look, though. I'll be honest. It doesn't look good. However, if you're a gambling man, it's sitting right on the trend line right now. It's under all the moving averages. You just failed to 200. Is it going to take it back? Well, it better, because if it don't, I might bail on it. But as you can see, it's kind of boiling, running right into this wedge, into this blue square. If it gets to the blue square and stays in the blue square, I'll probably leave it alone. If it falls way down here, man, I might have to back out of this and just walk away. Not sure yet We'll see. Is what it is, but this is a very low market cap as well. This is Ideology, IDEA. The market cap's only like $1.5 million or $2 million. So once money goes into this, it will multiply very rapidly. As you see, it's still kind of stuck under the trend line. It may do nothing. I need to see it get back over that 236. Otherwise, she's just going to fail more. And if it does, I'll leave this and put my money somewhere else. It's just something that had a very high X, which is why I found the time to put money into it. If you want to fool around, it might be worth fooling around with. What else? Oh, we talk about Velo a lot. Let's pull up Velo. So here's a Adam and Eve pattern and what it looks like. You have a very harsh downtrend. A snap up creates resistance. Then you form your cup, which is your Eve. It breaks resistance, retests, and then bounce. There's your very sharp downtrend. You form a resistance line. You make your cup, which is your Eve. It breaks resistance, retests, and goes. Got that? Let's go look at Velo. Here we are. Very steep downtrend. You see that? Comes up and makes resistance, has its sweep, comes down and does a back test. Now what are we waiting for? A run up. Which level will it go to? Well, this is what I'm pressed on. Do we just go to the 50 fib at 0034? Do we go all the way up to 7 cents, which is a 618? Either one of those levels, just magnificent for me because that's a ton of money. All right? Like GameStop style money for me, not billions, but a lot, right? So if we can get above this 50 fib, which is 0.035, like I've talked about, I need to see that by the end of the year. If we can get above that by the end of the year, we have a shot at 23 cents to 24 cents. If that happens, heart palpitation because Keith's going to lose his mind. All right? I don't know that happens. If it does, brother, I am rich. Not like Roaring Kitty rich, but rich. Rich in my own way. How about that? Rich enough to not have to worry anymore, which is my goal. All right? Let's see. Oh, the west. Okay, gotcha. So you're in East Washington. You're in the Spokane area? Let's go. Baylor's in Dallas too. Let's go. Grand Prairie. I bailed on idea. I don't mind rebuying if it shows something. Fair enough. What about some idea last week? Fear for speculative sweeping level at the moment. Quant looks terrible, crew chief. I bailed on it and walked away, dude. I'm so frustrated with it. I'll come back later. It never made me any money. It made a little bit, lost a little bit, made a little bit, then I gave up. All right. I was like, nah, I can find something else. Let's see, which one do we pick? Cheese says fear. Oh, too many letters, fear. I don't like that big wick, bro. That gives me fear. No bull crap. That big wick was nice. It jumped all the way up there to resistance. And that May wick chased that all the way back to 114. That's a big X number. But like ideology looks really bad at the moment. I don't hate what you're saying, though. I get it. It's near support. But I'm a little worried that might go down more before it goes up, right? That's a little iffy looking. Kind of gives me the shakes a little bit. Aptos. And we'll be done here in a couple minutes. We only got 5 minutes left. I appreciate all y'all coming on here hanging out, dude. It's dope as hell that people from all over the world want to come hang out on live streams and chop it up with me. I never thought that would actually happen in my entire life, yet here you are. And that's cool as hell to me, dude. It really is. That y'all want to hang out with some nobody from the Carolinas. I mean, really. I'm average at this, in my opinion, too. Like, as compared to most people, I might be pretty good at this, but for what it's worth, I'm pretty, as the kids say, mid. So, I'm an idiot, dude. Whatever. Aptos still hanging out with the big 50 fib. I need to see some improvement here, too. I'm still in Aptos. It's got a pretty solid looking little uptrend still going here. I still have my position in it. And you know what? Ideology might be another one of those where I lose on and just have to take an L and move on. But that happens sometimes. It's just part of the game. You got to take chances. Aptos, I have a little bit better feeling about. Driving sideways like this, as we go into the summer, is typically good. As you see, she's hanging on to the 50 moving average. This is still good. I'd love it to be over the 200, which looks like it's going to attack. If it attacks that 200, perfect. That means it's likely that a lot of the other coins that I got that are right on the edge of failing kind of get a little bit of a reversal too, and at least get to support, right? At least get to support. If you can get to support and hang out there, that's good enough for me. And usually a point where I can say, all right, it's solid. It's going to make me some decent money here, right? It's fine. It's solid. I can move on and not freak out about it. Yeah. All right. So we got 3 minutes left. Let me just pounce on everyone for a moment and really dig deep, dude. So I'm going to post this on Twitter. We're right near my dad's birthday. My dad passed away in 2016. It's the area about where my dad was born, right? So he died in 2016. It's been 8 years since he passed. He was 20 when he had me. So I've got 12 more years of catching up to do. I found a picture today of his obituary, right? And he looks identical to me in the obituary. And I'll share this on Twitter, and I've already put it in the Discord. He looks just like me. And it got me thinking, right? What is the legacy you want to leave behind, right? Seeing the legacy that I've created already, I was a failure for many, many, many years in life. Seeing my dad's picture in the obituary and seeing my picture, and I look just like him, I had a little bit of like a reconciliation moment with myself where I went, damn, Keith, what's your legacy? What are you leaving behind when you're gone? Tell you what everyone remembers about my dad. Real nice guy. Would give you the shirt off his back. Raging alcoholic. Could never keep things together. Wasn't a very authoritative figure in my life. I always thought of him as the cool kid because he had friends that he hung out with and they always wanted to hang out, but it was really just drinking buddies, and I didn't understand that at the time. But he was into cars. He liked to race cars and that kind of stuff, and I loved that stuff. So I always wanted to be around it. And I didn't realize at the time how much of a bad idea that was. And that got me thinking about my legacy. What do you want to leave behind? Well, if you love me, if you hate me, I don't really care, honestly. I want as many people to make money as I possibly can get to have. As much as you can make all together at one time. Let's all make money together. Now, some people don't like it when I talk about the asset that they're in, or they think I'm being a jerk, or they lose the context to what I'm saying via the screen or via text, right? You don't understand, or you think I'm saying it because I'm being mean. Folks, I'm not. I just want to see everybody get paid. No more weak ass, feminine, baby girl, wimp energy. Can we all be grown men? Can we all buckle up and get it together? When you want something done, what do? You buckle down and you do it yourself. Nut up, grow up. Let's all grow a pair, get it together, know it when we're right, know it when we're wrong, admit it, fix what we did wrong, and make even more money. Let's start that today. No more bull crap. No more. None. No more weak energy. No more BS. You can do better, and you know you can. You can try harder. If you think you try, I look once in a while. Shut up, dude. You're not trying hard. Make time. I don't want to hear no more excuses. You have the time. Think about the legacy you leave behind, okay? I thought about the legacy I left behind, or I may leave behind. I don't know how much time I got left on earth. My dad was dead when he was 54, 55, whatever he was. I'm already 40. I'll be 41 in a month or two, right? I'm already getting close to where he died. So, leave your legacy, leave your mark behind. Make it a memorable one. Don't live in the past wishing you would have done more. Your chance to do better is now, okay? Thank you all for watching. I appreciate y'all being here. 3 things in the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me. I appreciate that. Y'all are awesome. In the words of Jay-Z, make the best of your todays, the worst of your tomorrows. Have a better day tomorrow than you had today, all right? And last but not least, remember, please, no one else today told you. Keith will tell you. Keith loves you. You have a good one, all right? I'll see you on the next live stream. Sky's the limit. Y'all be good. Peace.